Hi, I'm Dan Danford, and this is another episode of Money Made Easy for dadsdivorce.com. Great and simple question from the website today. Do you have a list of New Year's financial resolutions you think all people should undertake as we approach 2012? You know, that's always a good question, and it's a question we get this time of the year. And I expect when you asked the question, you thought I was going to present you a list of 5 or 10 things, financial things that you ought to do. But I'm going to suggest a slightly different way of looking at things. I'm going to suggest instead sort of an attitude or an understanding or a new way to look at money in an effort to enhance the quality of your life. And simply stated, what I'm going to suggest is that money is just a tool for accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish. In general, I think there are 2 or 3 things that are really important to most of us. One is that we want to enhance our personal relationships with whoever that is, with our children, with our spouse, with the people we work with, just everybody around us. We want to enhance those. The second is I think we want to achieve some level of personal growth, okay? We want to become better people as we go forward. We want to grow and experience new things, and we just want to get better. And then the third thing that I think is almost universal is we want to help other people. And so if we take those 3 things and then we take finances, we think about how can we do those 3 things? How can we use money as a tool to enhance our relationships, to foster our own personal growth, and to help others? And then that starts bringing in some kind of new light on how we look at things. Okay, because even the monthly bills that we have, even the traditional kinds of things that we do, you start asking important questions. You start saying things like, do I really need a new and bigger house in order to have better relationships with the people in my family? Okay. Do I really need to have, the sportiest new car as a tool for my personal growth or to help others? Now, I don't have anything wrong with either one of those things, honestly. I think people who work hard should be able to enjoy some of the fruits of their labor. And having a nice home and having a nice car is part of the fruit of our labor. But I guess the point I'm trying to make here, and the point that I'm trying to raise with you as an answer to this question is, what are the truly important things? Okay? The truly important things are, those enhanced relationships. When I think of enhanced relationships, I think about created memories. I think about vacations. I think about doing fun things. I think about going to the football game or the baseball game with my children or with neighbors, or maybe it's the cookout down the street or something. Whatever it is, it's creating those memories that kind of foster relationships. And when I think about personal growth, I think about learning new things. I think about going back to school and getting a degree in something different than I ever did before, but something I've always wanted to know. I think about learning new talents or new skills. Maybe ever since high school, you've wanted to take lessons to learn to play the guitar or play the drums. Okay? Well, wow, you've got the tool now. You've got a checkbook. You've got some money in the checkbook. You can probably do that today where maybe you couldn't do it back then. Okay? And when it comes to helping others, there are just thousands of ways you can do that. I mean, you can give money to charities if you want to, but there are other opportunities. You might help somebody in your office who can't afford education, help them buy some education. It may be as simple as doing Big Brothers and Big Sisters and taking an underprivileged child to a football game or a baseball game or whatever. I mean, there are just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of opportunities to do those things. And all I'm suggesting is that whatever your resources are, whatever you bring in from your job or wherever else you get money, you have choices about how to spend that money. And you can either use it for things, which I suggest you should. You should have some nice things. You get to do that. Or you can use it to do the things that are really important to you. And my suggestion is that the first thing you do is to sit down and think about, what are those things that are so important to me? You know, which relationships do I want to build? You know, what personal growth opportunities do I want to take advantage of? Which people would I like to help that I've not been helping in the past? And once you come up with the answers to those questions, then let those things drive your finances. Let those things be the things that inspire you and teach you and elevate you and make you a better person. That's the only way to accomplish it. I guess the illustration I use with people is I talk about living life like a pinball in a machine. And for maybe some of you younger people, you don't even think about what a pinball and machine is. But back in the day, it was a machine where a big silver ball bounced through all these lights and flippers, and you played this game until the ball disappeared into it, and then you lost and you could see the score. And if you did it just right, you know, you get to play another game. And it used to be hugely entertaining, and a lot of people did it. But I always thought, you know, that poor ball just bounces from thing to thing. Everything it hits, it bounces off of. You know, and I thought about, you know, that's the way a lot of people live their life. A lot of people live their life where it's purely reactionary. You know, everything they encounter, they just bounce off of it and go on to the next thing. But they're never very deliberate about what they want to accomplish. So my New Year's resolution for you and for me is to think about the things that are truly important, and then let those things determine the financial choices we make for the next year. That's it for another episode of Money Made Easy for dadsdivorce.com. I'm Dan Danford, and I'll see you again next year.